Hi, I'm Jake. I'm here at the Mulligan Sun Arena. You're watching the Woodsbury Scranton Penguins take on the Binghamton Devils. You're watching Post to Post.
Hello and welcome to Post, the channel where we discuss all things hockey and all teams. This is Mark Mathot, aka Chris. Welcome back for another episode. People loved you in the last couple of videos.
So. I don't know why. But thank you for having me back.
No worries. Thought I'd bring you back, and you have literally no idea what we're going to talk about today. I'm going to spring this on you because you've come over for a few logo ranking and jersey ranking videos coming in the future. But I'm going to spring this on you. I want to talk about something that you don't necessarily have an opinion of, probably until I ask you the question. Now, You're not necessarily a hockey fan.
I don't dislike hockey.
The Toronto Maple Leafs are your favorite team.
If somebody were to ask me, sure.
Yeah, but you don't watch.
Because I lived in Toronto for years.
There you go.
That's the reason.
But you don't watch hockey. You're not an avid hockey fan.
No.
But you're surrounded by hockey because we discussed this in the previous video. You shoot hockey teams. You're a photographer.
I do.
Yada. Okay, I have a question for you.
Yes.
How do you feel about outdoor games in the NHL? And what do you know about them? And don't just say that they play outside.
All I know a little bit about them is that they are like a classic thing. They have a couple of outdoor games every year. That's all I know about them. And they're a big deal.
Yeah, they're a big deal.
They're a huge deal.
Yeah, they're a huge deal. It's supposed to be for the fans and the teams, but really it's about the money. Because the NHL wants this all the time, and they are very, very profitable. There are 31 teams in the NHL.
Okay.
Would you assume that every year there would be different teams being rewarded an outdoor game? Or do you think it's the same teams playing outdoor games all the time?
You get rewarded?
Well, it's a special event, yeah, for the players to play an outdoor game.
Okay.
It's a big deal, yeah.
Okay. No, I would say that it doesn't change around. I would say it wouldn't. It could be the same teams, and I think probably more about environmental impact.
Environmental impact?
Yeah, it's really hard to have an outdoor game in Los Angeles.
It's not. They've had an outdoor game in Los Angeles just like 2 years ago. This is the world we live in now.
Here we are.
This is the world we live in. So it's completely possible.
I can't wait till they have some outdoor curling.
Outdoor curling, that would be...
Outdoor curling in Los Angeles.
Get your tickets now, folks.
Los Angeles is in California still, isn't it?
It is still, yeah. Yeah, no, they haven't moved it. But, yeah, it's pretty remarkable. But do you think it's fair that certain teams get to play more outdoor games than others? Or do you think it should be even?
I mean, the dictionary definition of fair would make that not fair, wouldn't it?
I guess, yes, you're right.
So, no, I guess it would not be fair.
I have the list of all the outdoor games and the totals of the teams and stuff, and I want to go through it, and then you can give me your opinion. I got my notes.
All right.
Okay, so this year there was a game already between Ottawa and Montreal. Maybe you heard or something about it. It was December 16th, just a couple days ago. So that was the first one this year. January 1st, so just in a couple days actually from now, the Rangers are going to play Buffalo. And March 3rd of this season, Toronto versus Washington. So there's only 3 outdoor games this NHL season.
Okay.
Next season, there's only 2 announced yet, but there may be more. January 1st, 2019, Boston versus Chicago. February 23rd, 2019, Pittsburgh versus Philadelphia. No duplicate teams in there in these past 2 seasons.
Okay.
If we go back just a year to the last season, October 23rd, 2016, Edmonton versus Winnipeg. January 1st, 2017, Detroit versus Toronto. January 2nd, 2017, Chicago versus St. Louis. February 25th, 2017, Philadelphia versus Pittsburgh. So Detroit gets a duplicate, Chicago gets a duplicate, Philadelphia gets a duplicate, and Pittsburgh gets a duplicate. So that's basically this year, last year, and the year to come as of right now, unless they announce more. Now I want to go over the history of the outdoor games by team, starting with the outdoor games after the year 2000, because there were some in the 50s and early 90s, I think, but just after the year 2000. So Chicago, since the year 2000, has had 6 outdoor games. That's the most of any team.
And these, are they hosting, or this is just they played somewhere?
They played 6 outdoor games, I think 3 at home, and 3 away. Montreal has played 4, all on the road, all away games. There's never been an outdoor game in Montreal.
It gets pretty cold in Montreal.
Colder than Los Angeles, but it's a venue issue. They don't have a location where they can host.
Put water down and freeze it?
I guess.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, it's an excuse. I agree.
Uh-huh.
Toronto, 3. Pittsburgh, 5. Philadelphia, 4. Boston, 3. Detroit, 4. Ottawa, 2. Vancouver, 1. Minnesota, 1. Colorado, 1. St. Louis, 1. Edmonton, 2. Buffalo, 2. Washington, 3. Calgary, 1. The Rangers, 4. Anaheim, 1. Los Angeles, 2. New York Islanders, 1. New Jersey Devils, 1. San Jose, 1. Winnipeg, 1. Teams that have had no outdoor games: Nashville, Carolina, Columbus, Florida, Tampa Bay, Dallas, Arizona, and Vegas. Vegas is a new team, no surprise there.
Some
Arizona,
warm places there.
yeah, but Arizona is not a really, how do I say this without being offensive? They're not great. They've never been great, really, since they've come into the league, since they've moved from Winnipeg. So
Should
probably
that
not going to be
matter?
rewarded with an
I
outdoor
guess.
game.
No, because you get rewarded. And how do you get rewarded? How do you get that?
They don't have the fan base.
But how do you
to-
get rewarded? Does a team say hello NHL? They call up the phone and go, hello NHL,
I think they make
commissioner, boss guy.
Yeah, Gary
I would
Bettman.
like Gary.
Gary Bettman.
It's Gary there. Yeah. Hey Gary, I'm in Arizona and really would like to have an outdoor game.
Yeah, this is Gary. You don't have the fan base to support it.
Well, invite somebody like the Leafs to come down.
That actually makes sense because Austin Matthews plays for the Leafs and he grew up in Arizona.
Well, thanks. See you January 1st.
Okay, bye. That's actually not.
That's done.
That's kind of possible, but
Did it? Okay.
But
so
Arizona doesn't
anyway.
have the fan base. But you made a good point there because I think you mentioned something about successful teams, rewarding successful teams or something.
Sure.
Chicago has the most out of any
Mm-hmm.
team with 6. They've won the Stanley Cup 3 times in the last 7 years.
Oh, the Leafs can't ever play another outdoor game, can they?
Pittsburgh, 5 outdoor games. They've won the Stanley Cup 3 times in the past 8 years. LA, 2 outdoor games, 2 cups in the last 7 years. So there is some rewarding stuff. But Nashville, no outdoor games. They went to the Stanley Cup Finals last year. You'd think that maybe the NHL would want to reward them by giving
Did
them a
they call
game
Gary?
next season. I don't know.
What if you don't want to and the NHL says you are hosting one? You just do it? Or it just,
I think you just do it. I don't know how you could say no.
so you don't say
but-
no?
Yeah,
Who's
but
going to pay for it? These are important questions.
I think the NHL pays for it.
So they can just roll into town, set up their stuff, and
Totally,
say, guess what? Your next game is... Okay.
But it's tough because a lot of these outdoor games are played in MLB stadiums. So they have to
Ah.
refit the entire thing
That
and
makes sense
to hold
now.
the fans
Okay.
and it's a big deal. But another team, Dallas, they won a cup in the late 90s. I think it was late 90s, 99 or something like that. They've been a pretty successful or pretty competitive team, I guess, over the last 15 years or so, I guess. They've had some down times, but I would say that they deserve an outdoor game. Tampa Bay Lightning, one of the best teams, actually the best team in the National Hockey League right now, never played an outdoor game. That's kind of mind-blowing because they've been a really good hockey team for forever. Florida, not so much. Understandable. Columbus, in a place where it snows, lots of rivalries around there. Surprised they haven't been in one yet. Carolina doesn't have the fan base, crappy attendance. They've won a Stanley Cup. They're getting better now, maybe in the future. But yeah, that's the list. So I understand the NHL's decision to reward these teams that do good or well, but I would like to see a lot more fairness. I don't think Chicago needs 6 outdoor games when Nashville has 0, or Columbus has 0, or Tampa Bay has 0. It's favoritism.
I have formed my opinion.
You have.
I have.
Let's hear it.
There's 2 different opinions. There's the fan opinion and the fair opinion, and everybody should get a fair shake at the stick. But when it comes down to it, it's money.
And
Which one of these games are going to bring the most people in?
Exactly.
Cost the less, or it's going to be return on investment. And that's what it doesn't matter how hard you try, the money's going to go where the money comes from. That's what's going to happen.
Chicago's a large fan base because of their Stanley Cups. Pittsburgh's large fan base because of their Stanley Cups is what will bring in the revenue to the NHL for these outdoor games. As a hockey fan who watches all these outdoor games, you might be surprised to know that most hockey fans actually don't like watching outdoor games. it's crap because the camera angles suck. You get this camera on this fly wire thing, and it's shaky, and it's like this. It's actually pretty crappy hockey to watch. It's a cool experience. It's great for the fans. It's great for the players. The pregame and intermission stuff is really neat to see, but the actual hockey itself can be pretty bad.
Would you go to one?
Totally. I would love to go to one, but not more than one. Here's my next question. There used to be one a year, one every 5 years. Like the first one after 2000 was in 2003 between Edmonton and Montreal. The one after that was 5 years later in 2008. It was, I can't remember, Buffalo and someone. I can't remember. But now there's like 4 a year. Do you think having that many outdoor games kind of takes away the specialness?
It comes down to money. It comes down to money.
Yeah,
it might it might not be a special event to you anymore, but as long as the NHL is bringing in money, the people who are paying for ads are paying for those ads, and the people who are paying for tickets are paying for those tickets. I mean, it doesn't really matter at the end of the day. Oh, good.
I kicked the mic.
Yeah. Supposed to drop the mic.
To drop the mic, right? Not kick the mic.
Yeah.
I have one last question for you. Would you want to go to an outdoor game as a non-hockey fan?
For the experience, sure. Yeah. Next thing you're going to say, I know when the next one is. Do you want to go?
Well, actually, no. But
you're going to trap me there.
I mean, maybe if you're interested, then we can make it happen. But I know you don't travel to the States, so that limits.
I'm not allowed to go to the United States of America.
You're not allowed?
I don't have a passport. I can't go.
I guess
could
technically
go.
You're not allowed.
I could knock on the door, but they'll turn me away.
You can call Gary up.
Do you think Gary couldn't get me in? Doesn't matter.
No. Would you go for the experience or for the hockey?
The experience, entirely for the experience.
One of the cool things about these outdoor games is that sometimes it snows, which is pretty awesome.
Probably not in California.
Not in California.
Not in that one.
It's rained in a few outdoor games before, which has been pretty crap.
And the quality of ice must just be all over the place.
And the last NHL outdoor game, which is December 16th, the one that just happened, I'm glad you mentioned that because it was so cold that the puck was bouncing all over the ice. Like it was colder than an NHL arena indoors. Like the ice, it was like minus 19 or something like that. So it was too cold to play hockey on almost.
Well, they canceled a kids tournament on a temporary outdoor rink in Ottawa.
Yeah. Because
Ottawa during that time was the coldest capital city in all of the world at minus 29 degrees Celsius.
Interesting.
So a team from Cornwall, Prince Edward Island, was in Ottawa to play in this tournament. Couldn't play.
No
They
way.
moved it indoors. Yeah.
This is unrelated to this video, but do you know that they canceled the New Year's Eve festivities
in Ottawa and Charlottetown?
And Charlottetown, yeah.
Yeah, in Ottawa as well.
Too cold.
Yeah, the capital city of Canada.
I saw someone complaining about the hot weather in Florida yesterday.
You did?
Yeah, complaining about it.
This is Florida's chance to have an outdoor game.
It is. Yeah. Well, thank you, Chris, for
Is there anything else?
No, that's it for this video.
Cool.
Yeah. Thanks.
Well, you know what? I'm glad I could offer my opinion, and it just comes down to money, doesn't it?
Sorry, I kind of put you on the spot there, and you did well though. Good job.
Thanks.
So yeah, guys, thanks very much for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed this kind of authentic conversation. We really have fun doing it. So hit the like button if you like this video. Subscribe if you're new, and we'll see you in the next one. Adios.